Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. So, I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for joining. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you are returning. Uh, yeah, how was your week, guys? How was your week? I hope it's going well for you guys. Uh, I have not really been in here all that much this week. I've been really trying to get my July journal journaled, completed. And yeah, my husband and we've just had a few rough weeks. So, in full transparency, I'm not sure if I'm going to need to take a break from YouTube or not. The easiest way to find out, of course, is to hit that subscribe button so that you know if another video comes out. I'm not sure if there will be any more videos this week as I have not filmed any. So, yeah. Um yeah, we're just going through a rough patch. Health wise, let me let me be more specific. Health wise, yeah, I've been off my steroids completely for about a week, and I've just been really symptomatic, and yeah, causing me to spend a lot more time on the couch than I really ever wanted to in a lifetime. So yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. So today's video is just going to be kind of like a clear off the desk. I was in here yesterday. Yeah, we had a nice breakfast with my in-laws came back into town, so we had them over for breakfast, and my son and his wife, and of course our sweet butterflies. So yeah, we got to see them. And then guess what, guys? Guess what? Later today, we get to babysit our baby butterfly for the first time. So, yes, the kids were over yesterday and they were like, would you guys mind watching her so we can go see a movie and go out to dinner? And we're like, I didn't even let my son finish his sentence before I was like, yes, 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 of course. Of course we'll watch Baby Butterfly. Are you kidding me? So yeah, so that's going to be later this afternoon, and yeah, so let's just get started on what's been happening. Okay, first things first. Let us put this aside for a second. This is my July book. Did I ever? Yeah, this is my July book. This is just simply a napkin decoupaged on here with this is vintage fabric, and here's my little tassel made from some Happy Mail items that I received this month. uh yeah, and then this is just vintage seam binding, and then everything now has been, this is what, the 31st, yeah, so everything has been decorated. I have written on some of the pages. All right, this is when my garden went kaput. Yeah, so I've written on a lot of the things. Not, no, scratch that. Not a lot of things. I have not written on a lot of things. Oh, let's get you in frame. I've got stuff all over my desk, folks. Um, yeah, it's been super, super hot here. These aren't even hot. Um, we've had temperatures feeling like, but you know how I feel about that. Like 114, 112. It's been crazy hot here. Not a whole lot of rain, although we did get a little bit of rain the other day. Well, we got a downpour, a very short downpour yesterday, and I think it was Friday night when I went to bed about, I don't know, 9:30, 10 o'clock. It We had a downpour then. So very little rain though, in the grand scope of things. Yeah, I've had, oh my goodness, I have a headache right now. It's not mind numbing yet, but yeah, I've been having headaches, just a lot of just different side effects and stuff. Um, yeah, so this is where I actually stopped writing. So I need, oh no, I didn't. Okay. It's been sporadic, folks. Okay. So I need to come in here. I still have not done Sweet Lydia's prompts. Yeah. So I need to come in here and do all of this journaling, right? And I think I had some journaling up here that I had finished somewhere in here. I don't know. So, yeah, I need to go back and do the journaling. which I am going to do. Yeah. So I just need to set this aside so I can just sit in here and work on this. It's just been, like I said, it's just been difficult lately. Difficult lately. But this past week, I did show you how I do my painted envelopes, and you guys really enjoyed that. So thank you for that. One of the things that I did do on this one is I put a little dangle here, right? A yarn dangle with my little earring bulb pin thing. But I was inspired by, and all these fibers came from a Sweet Happy Mail as well. But I thought the colors went really great with the video with the journal, right? So what I did here, and I did not post the video. I made a video, but I did not post it. I was watching. This is a paper clip, by the way. Normally, I put on the side a jump ring on this little loop that I sew into my books, to all my books. Um, yeah, but this time I did a paper clip. Why, you ask? Because I was watching a video it was a collaborating video with Brooke from Recreations by Brooke. Let me write these down. Um, and Melissa from Messy Missy Creates. So Brooke and Melissa. And they did a together video of making paperclip embellishments, like for your, either for a tag or a page in your journal. They came out super cute. And so yeah, I'll try to find the video. Well, it's on both of their channels. So just go to the link below in the description box. It's down a ways, and it says like people I've mentioned in this video, and I'll put their YouTube links, okay? And they're like the most recent video. Um, so go ahead and check that out. Really cute ideas to make some embellished paper clips. Then I was riding my bike, my stationary bike, while I was watching the video, and I thought, I came into my room and I thought, how can I do something similar, but not for the page of the book, but to use it instead of a jump ring on here? And so this is what I came up with. This is actually a paper clip that I fed through here, and then I tied on, the ribbons, and then put the little earring thing on there. I call them earrings. It's really just a bulb pin with seed beads on it. So I think it came out super cute. And have I started my August journal? Of course not, because why? I haven't finished my July book. Yeah. So in here, however, I don't even know what today's date is, right? Okay, I filmed these on Sunday. So today's August 10th. I've done nothing in this book. All right. I do have some things here that I do need to cut out and put in my book. But before I do that, sorry for the reach, I need these little things so I can put the numbers and my days of the week in here, which I have not done. So, and I don't even know if I showed you the finished book on here. Did I or did I not? Oh gosh, I can't even remember, folks, okay? All right, I had made the video on how I painted these, but then I don't even know if I showed you this, or maybe I showed you last week. I'm not sure. At any rate, this is my August book. I had some leftover fabric from the spine of this book, and I just glued it in here. And then I put in the days of the week, and the numbers, the dates. And these come from Rebecca Hoot. So, where did my stuff go here? Are you kidding me right now? There we go. All right, let me just write this down. This actually, the numbers and the days of the week come from Rebecca Hoot. However, um, they came in a happy mail to me. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So actually, I don't need these, right? I just need these, and I need a pair of scissors. Okay, so These are actually stickers, but I am just going to quickly cut out. We need all of these. So I'm going to cut them all out. It just makes it easier for me when I get to what I need to do. Okay, so 2, 3. Okay, 1. And then here's 4, 5, 6. And what did I say today was the 10th? Okay, so let's see here. So 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, 6, 5, 4. Now these were from a few years ago. 7, 6, 5, 4, and then the sweet friend that sent them to me was not using them. So I'm very appreciative. Okay, so here we go with this. I know that August started on a Friday because that was my daughter's boyfriend's birthday. So I want to cut this out. Friday. Okay, Friday. That goes over there. Okay, Saturday, 2 Sundays. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, and then all of this week. So Monday, and they're in different colors and stuff, and I'm not worried about what colors I'm using for which day, frankly, or because I don't want to take the time, frankly. So there you have that. All right, so let's see. Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. I need another Friday. Okay, here's this Friday. So how has your week going? How has your week going? Really, Elizabeth? How has your week been going? How has it been going for you guys? It's been going okay here, although a little rough. So, all right. So this I found from my sweet friend on Facebook, and I loved it. So yeah, we did. We talked about that last week. Okay. So this is Friday the 1st. Is that right? Is that when I went out with my beauty queen? That cannot be. Let me think. Yeah, I did. Huh. Okay. Because this was her boyfriend's birthday. So I was wondering, he must have been working. Okay, so Friday the 1st, um, Saturday the 2nd, and we went over to my son's house to see our baby and to see them, of course. So that was Saturday. Where's my Sunday? The 3rd was a Sunday. The heck? Didn't I just have them here? Oh, there it is. Hiding. Okay, Sunday. Then this is Monday the 4th. Tuesday the 5th. My sweet girl's birthday on Wednesday, in which case this is where I need these, okay? Because I love sending my kids memes. I don't know if they love it as much as I do, but I send them anyway, because if I see something and I'm thinking of someone specific, for it, then I just send it right then, right? That's just how I roll. And it doesn't matter if it's like, one of you guys that I chat with or, who it is. But if I see something and it causes me to think of that person, I'm like, oh, I want to send that right away. So I do. So these were the two things for my daughter. And then this was, I think, on the 9th. And what I do with these, and I've told you before, is I do print them out all on one sheet of paper. And then I'll show you in just a second. Let me just get this cut. Okay. What I do is I put the date on the back, right? So just for this reason, because when I print them out, I wasn't ready to put them in my book, so they're just sitting on my desk. And I know that by the time I get to it again, I will not know when this happened or what I was thinking or whatever. So that's why I put the date on the back, just so you know. Okay, so this okay, this is an odd piece right here. Okay, so this is the 7th, but and I do double spreads in my journals, just so you know. So this is the 7th, but I don't count the doily. So this and just this little piece right here is for the 7th. All right. Now, here's the thing. What can I do on here? Well, I'm going to have to look and see what we did on this day. Okay, let me think. Thursday, I went and got labs done. And we went to Publix. Okay, so I had this here. That's our uh Publix is our whatchamacallit, our supermarket, right? Now, what I could do is I could paste this right on here, right? Just like that. And use this as journaling or whatever the case is. I do decorate these things here, and then I could do something here, right? I don't know what. These are like plants and oh, a winter hat and stuff. But anyway, doesn't matter. I could just simply put a quote on here and call it macaroni. I'll put something on the doily or I'll just leave it. I don't know. And then this is where I can do my journaling, right? And I would just attach it to this flap, which in turn, if I attach it to the flap like this, in turn would make this and this Friday the 8th, right? Now, here's the thing. On here, what I would probably do then is find a notepad paper that is this big, right? Which I'm sure I have, and then paste it right on top of this so that I could have a journaling spot or something like that. This here is a painting, a pointillism painting from Surratt, and it's one of my favorite paintings. And Sunday at the Park, perhaps it's called. But anyway, this is part of it. I could put a quote up here, and just leave this just like it is, right? Fold it or whatever. I could put something here. I could take this and put it over here, make this a pocket or something, who knows. But yeah, that might be what I would do. I'm not really sure. But do you see? I hope you see where I'm going with this. I'm trying to explain to you something that I could possibly do, you know? I could possibly, this is just a piece off my desk, put this here. I don't know. I think I'd want something bigger to cover the whole thing. But anyway, that is what would remedy this little flap because this is actually a page in the book. So let's see. Did I put, yeah. Okay. So that's what would happen on this day. And then we'll just flip this back here. Oh, wait, was that? Okay, the 8th. This goes on the 9th. This was funny. It says it's August already. September is practically next week. Time to pick out a Halloween costume and start your Christmas shopping. Happy New Year, everybody. That's how I feel, right? About this whole year. So that was on, okay, so I need more days. So the 9th was, let me see here. I think the 9th was a Saturday. Okay, so here are my things here. All right, let's see. Okay, we're just going to cut this Saturday off here. So we need that Saturday, and then we need some Sundays. Okay, so we'll pick this polka dot one for the 10th, which is today. All right, there's that. Okay, so now I have my days and dates. Now, I do not go in here right now and put the days and dates on the page. I wait until I'm decorating that page, and then that's what I do. Okay, so one of the symptoms. Oh my gosh, I can't find my words today. Oh, look, I had some already cut out. But one of the things, systems, that's what word I was looking for. One of the systems that I can do is come in here and do like some journal with me videos, right? For you guys using these pages that I already have kind of sort of set up. And then um I can work on this journal trying, try to get a few pages a day written in. It doesn't really take that long at all. It does not. Now I have these are, I printed these out again from Jilly Bean Studio. um Let me write her down because now I lost the paper yet again. Okay, Jilly Bean. These I got a long, long time ago. But I love these clouds and the suns, and I love that these are bigger, right? Now, we had yesterday, I'm gonna have to print more of these, I guess. Yeah. Yesterday we had some rain, right? So I can use two of these. Yeah, I wish that it was a whole sheet of these clouds. Okay. But what I'm going to do while you're here is just to show you a little thing that I like to do. I learned this from Sweet Allison. This is Mod Podge Extreme Glitter Glitter. Okay. Um, and in order to get the top to not glue itself shut, I put a piece of saran wrap right over top. Okay. This here, in case you're wondering, is a makeup, I don't know, spatula. I use it for gluing, but yeah, it. I got these at the Dollar Tree, and this is what I do here. I just put the glitter on top, and it does not take much at all. There you have that. Okay, all nice and glittered up. This, just so you know, if you let it dry like this, the glue just peels right off. So that's what I do. I just leave it aside till it dries. We're going to flip our saran wrap back over and close this. Okay. And then we're going to set this aside to dry. Doesn't take very long. And now, oh gosh, we're going to put this somewhere else. I'll try to put it right up there. There we go. Okay, now we're going to get all the stuff over here in the center so that we can sort of clean up, because I had cleaned off my desk the other day. This I don't need. I don't know, I might have even done it on a video. I cleaned all this stuff up the other day with you guys, I think, and it does not take long at all to get all discombobulated once again, right? This is what I use. This is a big pile here. This is what I use a 9x12 envelope to make my journals out of, right? It's a more recent video that I did the painting of the envelope. So go check that out if you would like to. Okay, we have all of this. We have this. We have this. Goes over here. We have this and we have this. I eat way too many cookies, just saying. Okay, but let me move this down. I wanted to share with you guys these, okay? Because one of you asked me, I'll just set it here. One of you asked me what books that have the hot air balloons, I use pages from a journal for my journals. I don't know how to explain that one, but this doesn't have the hot air balloons, but this is what it is. This is what it looks like. It is a Molly and Rex journal. Okay. And I do believe this is from Punch Studio. Now, I love these books. I used to have an entire collection of them. I did, as another small regret of mine, I did end up giving a lot of them away when I moved the first time. I get them at TJ Maxx and I get them on clearance. Either TJ Maxx or Home Goods. That's here in the US, those stores are connected usually, but this is where I would find these. And I absolutely love the artwork in them. And then this is what they look like inside. Now, what I have done with these in more recent years is because these are sewn in signatures. So I pop them and then I just take this, and I use them in my junk journals, right? So I use all this paper, not in a journal this way. I repurpose this journal. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Now, this one here, same thing, 450. And look at how beautiful that is, right? Just gorgeous, gorgeous pages. I love these. I wish I had not given my collection away, but I did. And then here's, look at this with the flowers and floral. They're just absolutely stunning. Now, this was $6. That is too much, in my opinion. Yeah. But anyway, those are the journals. So yeah, it is Punch Studio. Let me see. Because when I looked it up on Amazon, it said Punch Studio Molly and Rex. But and see here, I took out some. See, I just pop the strings and I take the signatures out or the folios out. Um, see, this doesn't. Okay, this says Punch Studio. All right, but this says Molly and Rex. So let me see if there's anything in the back here. Molly and Rex. Maybe it's two separate things. I don't know, but when I looked them up online, I'm on Amazon, I am pretty sure that it said Punch Studio Molly and Rex Journal. Okay, so I don't know if it's the same company. It must be because this is Punch Studio, this is Molly and Rex, but they look exactly the same. Okay, so there you have that. Now, I will hopefully soon be going to um whatchamacallit, TJ Maxx Home Goods. Hopefully I'm gonna be going there soon to um let me think, to get a new calendar, right? For next year. I usually start shopping around now school time to see what I can see if I can get one. Um and I usually try to get them on clearance. So there's that. Okay. Um, this I might put in my book, I might not. So this is how I do this. I just open up. There's usually a seam um, on here. Anyway, to finish that thought, when I am there, because it's in a different town from where we live, when I'm there looking for my new calendar, I will probably look for some more Molly and Rex books. I don't know. And then I'll let you know. I'll let you know if they sell them. Okay, so I open this whole thing up. I take what I need, whatever, and then the rest of this will go in my trash journal, right? I have not done anything in my trash journal for a very long time. So, yeah, maybe I'll do another video. Where's the seam on this? There it is. I knew it was around here somewhere. So that's how I do this. Yeah, maybe I'll do another trash video. I don't know. Then yesterday, when my daughter-in-law was here, she needed something, like she had painted something for these are where I keep my numbers and days of the week. So they go right here. Sorry if I'm making you rumble. What was I saying? She was looking for something. Mod Podge, but I didn't have Mod Podge. She had painted something for her daughter and she wanted to, yeah, I guess seal it is what her intention was. So I gave her some spray sealant, not Mod Podge. Um, and I don't even know where I was going with that. So never mind. But here is this is my pencil board that I use. So I'm going to keep that right here. I found these. Yes, I did. Let's put these journals elsewhere. I'm hopefully going to work in here. It's August. Today, before my granddaughter gets here. Did I tell you my sweet girl's coming over too? So can't wait for that. Here is my glue that goes up there. My Dabo ink. I love these things so much. And yes, I am still using them because I love them so much. This is my little trash can that I use. So I just put it right in front of me. I sewed that a while ago. I've sewn some more and given them out, and I need to sew some more so that I can give them out as well. But oh yeah, that's where I was going with the story with my daughter-in-law. So I came in here and I said, no, no. It was funny because she had told my son when they were leaving, she says, oh, I want to go by Michael's on the way home because I need such and such. And so I said, oh, what do you need? Oh, she needed acrylic paint pens, right? Oh, my sweet daughter-in-law. So she said, yeah, I want to get some acrylic paint pens. And I said, I'm sure I've got what you need. I most probably have what you need. And then my son was like, yeah, go in there. I bet you she's got everything you need. So she did. She came in here and I said, look, what do you need? And she told me, and I said, okay, yeah, for the Mod Podge, you don't want that because it'll be sticky forever. I said, you need like spray, uh, lacquer, I guess is what you call it. And so, yeah, so I open my closet door and it is a complete mess. I have done nothing but shove stuff in there since we moved in here. And I really, really would like to get that organized. Yeah. So there's that. And so, yeah, it just made me think of it because I'm trying to clean off the desk here. But here's my little crocodile. Yeah, and I put this in my little whirly gig up in front of me. Some scissors. These Tim Holtz ones always the studio stu is that what it's called? No, it's I'm reading it upside down. Ionic, I don't know, whatever. I love these things and they stay on my desk. Here's the little holder for them. Um, yeah, so I was thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to clean out that closet. I need to figure out what I've got, what I don't have, put some kind of organization into it. What I might do too is the next time we go to Dollar Tree, because y'all know we visit Dollar Tree at least once a week. Um, I would like to find maybe like bins or something, to where I can store stuff so that it just looks neater, right? Because having stuff just all jumbled up in there is enough to drive me crazy, right? I don't like that. So, this here I use, just so you know, I have baby powder, a little thing of baby powder, and this is an old blush brush that I've had forever, and I use it in here now because God knows I don't wear makeup. I have not worn makeup in years, and don't plan on starting anytime soon. So I had this. I sprinkle the baby powder on here, and then I rub it on top of the Mod Podge. Okay, Mod Podge here where I live, it literally stays sticky for the rest of its life, okay? Yeah. And even sometimes after I put powder over them, and then I kind of buff it off because the powder kind of dulls the color, so I put the powder on and then I kind of buff it off. Um, but even stuff that I have stored in here that is Mod Podge, and I've powdered it, it is still a little bit tacky to this day, right? Yeah, Mod Podge is not my friend here. This is almost dry. So anyway, that's how I get most of the sticky off of that, just in case you wanted to know. Um, I would like to get my desk cleaned off so that I have uh room to breathe, for crying out loud. Do you how's your glue? How's your desk situation at home? You know, do you just have stuff all over the place? I know some people like to work in chaos, organized chaos, if you will. Some people can't stand it. Some people clean up after every single, craft session that they have. I don't know about you guys, but I just have like, what do you do with this stuff? You know, I mean, I have all these like little bins of stuff, I have this. This is just some washi tape I'd like to use up, which this actually is a pretty darn good idea. Okay. If you take, some washi tapes that I just picked these randomly, right? And I'm using them randomly in my book. I know that last when was it? Maybe last Ramble session, right? I had told you guys I do not care, right? I just do not care if things go anymore on my page. I used to be a little bit more particular about that when designing pages and stuff. But quite honestly, I want to just use my stuff up, okay? I've taken I have a very large bit box right over here. It's currently on the floor right now because I was painting and stuff, but I'll put it up here after we're done here today. And it's just full of stuff that I want to use up, right? I want to use the stuff up. Oh my gosh. So, in doing this, right, and putting just a few samples of, washi tape in a bowl or a smaller container, I have actually used, this is almost gone here. I've actually used like 2 rolls of this up already, and yeah, because I don't care if they go or if they don't go, if they match, if they don't match, I don't care. I just want to use it. So, this I have to say is an excellent idea. If you have some little bin or something, that you'd like to put near you. This is just an empty container. Uh I need to, I don't know what. Um, there's something I can store on here. But again, back to the main question. Do you guys have just little things like this all over your desk? Huh? Do ya? Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Now, in this bin here, these are my gem stickers. These are other gem stickers that people have put. This is like Popeyes, right? Blue bloods, I can get rid of these or not, I don't know. Actually, these I can store in my other, in one of these things. It's not this one, but in one of these things, right? So yeah, and Downton Abbey, because this is what I was watching. These are just little bits and pieces of things that I was putting in my book frequently or repeatedly, right? But some of them are in here. And then some of this stuff too, I was using for my calendar, which is another thing that I want to get back on track with. The calendar um, that I have right here, right? I have not done, see, it looks like this. And I stopped in April and I really, really, really want to get back to it, right? Oh, I did a little bit in May, but I still have June and July and August to go. So I would still like to work on this, right? Oh gosh, but I have been, see, I just need to go through all this stuff and put it where it needs to go. Gilmore Girls, Sopranos, I don't watch any of those, but I'm going to put them in this thing just in case, we ever watch them again. Anyway, so do you guys have this stuff on your desk just taking up space? Oh yeah, I have this too, right? This is just my little tiny assortment of fibers and whatnot that I keep on my desk. And I do this because I'd like to have it at arm's reach, because I guess because I don't want to have to every time I have a journaling session, get up and say, okay, well, where do I have these little things? And where do I have my, I don't want to have to go into a washi drawer to get washi tape out or go into a bin and get this stuff out. Like the stuff that I use repeatedly and all the time, I want it here, like right in front of me. So I don't know. How do you guys deal with that? I'm not really sure. I don't know. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do in here. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna finish cleaning up the desk and hopefully take some time to work on my July journal while I am charging up my phone because that's another thing too in filming these videos. Goodness, this is going on forever. In filming these videos, uh I can only film like one video and then I have to charge my phone because my phone is so old that it's like doesn't hold a charge for very long anymore. And so that's another thing that kind of slows me down. I used to be able to come in here and film like 4 videos all in one go, and I can't do that now. So that kind of like, knocks me off my routine. And if you know anything about me, you know that I thrive on routine. That's part of the issues I think I'm having lately with just motivation and all of that. I mean, certainly some of it could be the medication. I'm not discounting that at all, because that is a side effect of getting off steroids. But yeah, I'm really, really hoping that things improve here as the weeks go on. Like I said at the beginning, um, full transparency, I'm having a rough time right now. Yeah, my husband's having a rough time right now. So probably no more videos this week. I'm not sure unless I can come in here and film something. I'm not really sure. I would absolutely love to do nothing more than to sit in here and film for you. But yeah, well, I'll have to see how it goes. So yeah, I feel like I have so much that I want to work on. It's just making the time to sit in here, and yeah. I have to tell you too, to be totally honest with you, my husband is home all the time. I mean, neither one of us work outside the home. We're essentially retired, but we're dealing with, chronic illnesses, cancer, the whole nine, right? And so I don't I don't want to spend too much time in here because of course my husband's out there, you know, and I want to spend time with him as well. So it's just been really difficult for me to find that balancing act and to find that time that I can come in here, like for me, I very much have OCD tendencies. So routine is extremely important to me, and I honestly guys, I feel like I haven't had a routine in a number of years. So um it's yeah, I mean, without a routine, I'm just kind of like this wandering person that I don't know what to do with myself. And so w- before I would have a specific time, I'd get up at 5 in the morning and I would do my exercise and then I would do this and like my day was mapped out completely. And I don't have that now. And so I'm just lost. I feel lost. I feel physically and emotionally lost. I don't mentally lost. I don't feel spiritually lost at all. I'm not lost at all where that's concerned. So don't worry about that. But just the rest of it. So I don't know what to do about it. I need to I guess think on it and just figure it out, just figure it out like and yeah, set up some type of schedule that could possibly work for me. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, if I end up taking time off, that's what I'm doing. Okay. I'm trying to find some semblance of routine. Um, yeah. And there you have it. Okay. Full transparency, right? I don't ever want to keep stuff from you guys, and I know like some of you, and I know this is gone going on and on and on, and now I'm just babbling, but I do know for some of you, you have actually, contacted me, or you even put it in the comments, um that you enjoy coming here because I'm quote unquote real, um along those lines, and that you don't feel so alone in whatever you're dealing with, because certainly my husband and I have been dealing with a lot over the last couple of years, especially over the last couple of years. But yeah, and I'm glad that I can be that person for you. I'm so blessed and thankful that some of you get that out of these videos, and I really appreciate that. Um, but yeah, I mean, life is hard, guys. It's hard. And yeah, sometimes we need to step back and kind of reset. And that's what I need to do right now. And I don't know how long it's going to last. It might not even last until next week. It might not even last until Wednesday, but that's where I'm at right now. So I just want to let you guys know, yeah, the best way to find out if I'm putting up videos is of course to hit that subscribe button. If you have enjoyed any bit of this crazy video, then give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that too. So, yes, I will see you next time. I really hope and pray that it is soon, uh, sooner rather than later. So, thank you so, so much for joining me today. I know, trust me, I know how precious time is. And I just truly appreciate, you will never know how much I appreciate that you actually make the choice to spend your time with me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will be back. I will be back, just like Arnold says, I'll be back. Have a great rest of your day. Have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.